boys and girls. This is Mr. Copeland from West Elementary, 5th grade science teacher. I've got Miss Daniels,
Hi.
5th grade language or reading teacher, and playing cameraman is Miss Brock, 5th grade language teacher at West Elementary. I hope you guys are all doing good during this crazy time. I hope your family's safe and healthy. And we're going to talk a little bit about natural resources today. That's been our standard this 9 weeks. I've got some things here. First of all, let's talk about what natural resources are. Natural resources are things that we get from the earth, things that we use. Think about the air that we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, the trees. We got some nice trees here around us. All of those things. And there's natural resources that we get from inside the earth too. Things like coal and oil that run our cars and things like that. It's very important that we save our natural resources, because if we run out of them, we'll be in a lot of trouble. We couldn't be on earth without our natural resources. Now, there's two kinds of natural resources. There's renewable and there's non-renewable. Renewable resources are ones that we can reuse over and over and over again. Think about solar power, sunlight. We're not going to run out of that in our lifetime. Wind power, we're not going to run out of wind. Rivers give us electricity. They build dams across them. That's called hydroelectric power. The rivers aren't going to go away unless we do something to mess them up. Those are renewable. Non-renewable are things like fossil fuels. Those are things that if we use them all up and run out of them, we won't have them anymore in our lifetime. We won't be able to get them back. So we need to always try to save our natural resources. And there's several ways that we can do that. One of them is recycling. Recycling is when you take something, and you guys have probably seen those green recycling cans. And that's when you throw something in there, like plastic bottles or paper or whatever, and they take it and they turn it into something else. And that keeps it from going into a landfill, which is basically a garbage dump. And you need to think about plastic. When you throw plastic away, plastic doesn't break down and rot like other things do. Plastic will last for 1,000 years in a landfill. So we want to try to either recycle or reuse it. Today, we've got some styrofoam, which is another thing that lasts a long time in a landfill. And we've got some plastic, and we're going to show you some ways you can help out, save our planet by reusing some of these things. This right here was a cake planter, like you get at Walmart, and we reused it as a planter. We put a plant in there and some soil, and Miss Daniels is now going to demonstrate how we can use a 2-liter plastic bottle to make what we call a terrarium, and she's going to show us how to do that now, and I'll describe what she's doing as she goes. First of all, we've got some aquarium rocks. You can buy these at Walmart, and she's putting those in the bottom. That helps filter the water and makes it cleaner. She's putting about 1 inch of those in the bottom of it. Now she's going to put some potting soil on top of that. Also, if you do this at home, let your parents cut the bottle, because that could be a little bit dangerous. I don't want you guys to get cut. We use scissors to just cut the bottle open. All right, she's got some plant here. That's dill, right?
Dill plant.
That's dill. That's an herb. Planting that in there.
You want to put just a little bit of water. You don't want to overwater it.
Just a little bit of water.
Mr. Copeland will explain how it kind of self-waters itself by using the water cycle.
Yes. And we have one here that we already did, and I'll put it right there. And you can see that it's kind of cloudy. That's because there's condensation going on in there. water condensation. We've talked about that earlier in the year. That's the water cycle happening in there. And then just put the lid on there. And there you have it. That's a terrarium. Okay. Now, we took an egg carton. Now this is styrofoam. Styrofoam is another one of those things, like I said earlier, that we don't want to put in landfills because it doesn't break down and it lasts a really long time. And it can be harmful to the environment. So we cut it in half. You can see I've got the bottom part where the eggs sit is cut off. The top part right here, what we did was we put some water in there. And we're gonna sit this on top of that when we're done. But first, I'll let Miss Daniels show you what we're doing. First of all, she's got a toothpick. Be very careful with that, and poke about 3 or 4 holes in each one of these little things. Sometimes some are easier than others. They've got holes poked in them. She's going to sit that on top of the part that has the water in it. And she's going to add some potting soil.
And this you can make like an indoor herb garden where you can actually start your seeds. And then as they grow into plants, you can transplant those into larger containers.
And these seeds are real cheap at Walmart. We've got chives, parsley, and oregano. You can buy these really cheap at Walmart or Lowe's or those kind of places.
And sometimes even the Dollar Tree has some of the
Yep.
seed packets. Popsicle stick, you can write what you're planting so you know what herb you have planted.
So we've got some chives here. Just take your finger and make just a little small hole. Don't be very careful, don't plant the seeds too deep. About 1/2 inch.
We'll make 2 rows of chives. And some parsley.
Parsley. You can put a couple of seeds in each one. You don't have to just put one. And again, the good thing about this is we're reusing this egg carton. We're not going to be throwing it away. It's not going to go in a landfill and pollute the environment. This is called reusing. Remember the difference between reusing and recycling. Now we got some oregano. Also remember when you're planting this stuff, a lot of times when people plant things and their plants don't grow right, it's because they've overwatered. They've put too much water in there.
And that's why we're using the tray from the bottom where it will get its water from the bottom so that you don't overwater it.
Yeah, it'll.
When you first plant them, you can add just a little bit of water. That way it'll be moist.
Now notice how she just poured just a small amount in there, not very much at all. And there you have it. We reused an egg carton. We made a terrarium. And another thing I wanted to show you guys, this is something interesting that Miss Brock showed me. I'd never really thought about it, but this was a 2-liter plastic bottle. We've got Save Our Planet, reduce, that means reduce how much we use these things, reuse and recycle. We took this plastic bottle, cut off the top. Remember, always make sure your parents do the cutting. Cut off the bottom, and notice these plastic Walmart bags in there. They're everywhere. There's a billion of them on Earth. And instead of throwing these away, we've made a little dispenser where you can just store them in there and pull them out like that. Okay, you can put something sticky on there. You could mount it on the wall. That's a really good way to reuse things. Again, I just wanted to show you guys we just wanted to show you guys some ways that you can reuse some of these things that are harmful. You know, people throw this stuff away, it winds up in a landfill, it lasts 1,000 years, it could get in the ocean. You might have heard stories about sea turtles getting caught up in plastic and drowning and things like that. And we just want to do everything we can to protect our planet, our natural resources, because if we run out of them, we would really, really be in trouble. Remember the difference between renewable and non-renewable, and just do everything we can to save our planet. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Again, we miss y'all. I hope you're doing well, staying safe, social distancing, and we'll see y'all when we can. Bye-bye.